my name is Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I typically make bookish content, movie content, and anything else in between because I like to do whatever I want on this channel, and today is going to be travel content. So a few weeks ago, I went to Philadelphia's National Constitution Center. That is because it had a free day. Wawa, the convenience place around here on the East Coast, I don't know, we don't have Wawas in the Midwest. They were hosting a free day as part of Philadelphia's 4th of July celebrations. I saw that, I was like, wow, I love free things, and I decided to visit this museum. As the title suggests, this museum is all about the U.S. Constitution, when the country first formed, just the aftermath of the American Revolution. There's a whole Bill of Rights section, statues of all the people who signed the Constitution, Hall of Presidents. I had a really good time, lots and lots of reading, but I had a really good time. I vlogged the experience. I only filmed B footage, so I will do a voiceover over that just so you know what you're looking at. But yeah, I had a good time, so let's jump right in. So I arrived, and the Wawa employees were very, very happy and gave me a cute little wristband. I hope they had a great day as well. So I went up to the second floor because I thought I would start there and work my way down. The first thing I noticed is that they actually had all the states engraved on the floor, and the states were in the order that they became states. And then directly above those engravings were the flags associated with each state, which I thought was a pretty cool design. And then the second floor is kind of curved, so it curves along with it. The first thing I actually did was see a presentation on the 4 important Harriets of US history, Harriet Tubman included. I just didn't take a video just because I felt it was kind of awkward because I was sitting so close to the presenter. But then after that, I saw the story of the We the People exhibit, which is literally an exhibit just dedicated to the US Constitution itself and how it started, how it changed as we gained more and more states, how laws changed. And this exhibit is pretty self-explanatory, so I am just going to play the B footage from here.
Violating a law he says is unconstitutional. You know, I have doubts about that law myself. And you know, the more you denounce him for his bad policies, the more obvious it is that you're more concerned with politics than with any abuse of power.
The president is a wicked man. He's arrogant. He has defied the will of Congress too many times to ignore it any longer.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Next was Signers Hall, which contains a life-size statue of every single man who signed the U.S. Constitution. Right next to it is something called the George H.W. Bush Gallery, and at this time, I was getting the impression the gallery changes themes every so often. I'm not sure how true that is, but at the time, it was something called Constituting Liberty, and it was a history of the Declaration of Independence and also the Bill of Rights. Here I was able to see a copy of the Gettysburg Address, a facsimile of the Declaration of Independence made in 1820, the Articles of Confederation, the Constitution in the Pennsylvania Packet newspaper, and a copy of the Bill of Rights. Then I headed downstairs to the Presidential Portrait Gallery, which is a picture of all 46 US presidents hung against a window. I also got to see a show dedicated to the Constitution, but unfortunately we couldn't record it, so I don't have a recording of the show itself. The next exhibit was the Civil War and Reconstruction exhibits. This exhibit was dedicated not only to the Civil War, obviously, but the impact of slavery and the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, the 14th Amendment granted equal rights to all formerly enslaved people, and then the 15th Amendment is what gave the right to vote for people of all races.
Behold these self-evident that all men are created equal.
The next exhibit was all about the 19th Amendment. This amendment is what gave the woman the right to vote in the US.
We were political prisoners. We were not guilty of obstructing traffic. We were not guilty of the sentence as charged. Therefore, we did not owe any kind of work in the workhouse.
Near the end of this exhibit is when I discovered that the reason I can vote today is because of some guy's mom back in the day. This dude, this legislator, was going to vote no, but then his mom wrote him to be a good boy and vote for the ratification. So thank you to some dude's mom that I can vote because women's suffrage became a thing due to one singular vote. The last exhibit I did was a very small one, and it was just a history of drafting the Constitution. I was literally the only one in this exhibit, and I think it's because people don't realize it exists. It is in a weird hidden corner, but it shocks me because there are actual copies of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution in this exhibit, so it is a bit unfortunate that it's hidden the way it is. I left the museum around 5 o'clock at closing time. The movie I wanted to see wasn't until 7:30, so I walked around a bit. I got to see the old Quaker house. Unknowingly to me, the Christ Church Cemetery was across the street, which is where Ben Franklin is buried, and so are some other people that are important to the Revolutionary War. I also decided to go to what's called Elfthrett's Alley. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So this alleyway is home to some of the oldest homes in Philadelphia. They go as far back as 1720. I would love to live here because these homes are gorgeous. However, they do cost millions of dollars, and it is a big tourist site. And I've heard through the grapevine, aka my cousin who lives here, I heard from him that people who live in this alley often get their doorknobs shaken, which no thank you. However, it must be really cool to live in some of these houses. They do have a museum that's open every Friday or every first Friday of the month where you get to see a house as it would have been in 1720. So I would love to do that in the future. However, I work on Fridays, so who knows when that's going to happen. I also got to see Christ Church itself, which is where many of the founding fathers went to church. So that was my vlog for the National Constitution Center. I thought it was a really cool museum. It's open from 10 to 5. I think I got there around 11, and I was able to see everything. I just did feel rushed for that last exhibit, but you could definitely make it an all-day thing if you would like. I don't know how much little kids would enjoy it because, again, it's a lot of reading, not a lot of interactive stuff, but I still thought it was fun, especially as an adult. I walked around the Old City neighborhood for a while. I love that neighborhood. And then I saw Wes Anderson's Asteroid City, which I really enjoyed. Probably need to see it again because I feel like I missed something. I just don't know what that something is. But I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that was my day. I had a grand old time. Philadelphia has a lot of museums, and so far everything I've seen so far has been pretty cool. But that is it for this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. So without further ado, I'm gonna peace out and I'll see you guys later. Ciao, tutti.